Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love, and I'm here to do a twin flame message. So I have two fabulous decks, the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck and the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. So both of them are wonderful, wonderful decks, and we're going to get a Keeper of the Light. We're going to have your person tell us, shuffle one out for you and for your person. And let's get some oracle cards for the journey. So what is it that you need to know for this love message today? Or whenever you see it, it's meant for you. Wow. What is the message? Wow. Yeah, this is, really making sense. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck is the Feast of Plenty, and I love it. It's got a bee on it, and that symbolizes miracle. But the Feast of Plenty, this is choices that, may have been made in your connection and the consequences following. But this is also about having choices to this day. Having choices to this day, and there's two swords, so this involves a choice point for each of you. And you see the crystal there. Yeah, the crystal's popping through. I feel like that's earth energy as well. Wow. And there's the abundance of grapes, there's the abundance of a feather. Feathers are known as a gift from God, a message, a gift from heaven. But this is symbolizing, as you follow your heart, as your person follows their heart and soul, with, through your choices, when you choose the highest possible choice, choosing from your heart, you're always going to attract the Feast of Plenty. You're always going to attract abundance. And, that's taking, I always called it, when I first started this journey, I always called it taking the high road. But God, show me what, what the high road would be in this situation. I want to be love. I want to show love in every situation. So I'm taking the high road. And that's following your heart and soul. So this is, both of you may be having choice points right now. And, those are the points where, you can choose to go more to the light or choose to go a different direction. It's all, what you choose and consequences that come with it. So that could be, I don't want to, I want to say what it could be, but I say that it's, when we make a choice, we always have, consequences, whether that's, and I don't want to say good or bad, because really it's just lessons, you learning more of what you want and more of what you don't want as you go through a lesson, a soul lesson. So there are no mistakes, there just are lessons, and your soul is learning along the way so that you and your person can come back together. Okay, so that's the overall message. And then we have, let's see what we got here. We have the wheel, Fortune's Wheel. And this is, again, this is talking about destiny, the divine timing of your connection. This is also, I love how the wings are in the middle. It's like eagle's wings or angel wings. But this is Fortune's Wheel, luck in the right timing. So surrender to the divine, knowing that your connection, trusting them, and having faith in the divine that they want the highest good for you. They want the best for you. So surrendering it, and even if you have to surrender it multiple times a day, because giving it to the divine, lets them know that you trust them. It takes the control out of your hands and it puts it into the divines, and they can work their magic. They can work, this destiny, the right time. And it's funny because this is a 23, which equals 5. So that says that the time is, the time is changing. The wheel is changing. Luck and destiny are on your side for your connection. And look at that big spot of light. And it looks like an X, which means to trust. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we have Me-Tox. So this is repairing the body, mind, and spirit. So today you're being guided. You and your person are being guided to have a Me-Tox day where you nurture and love on yourself. Really, listen to a guided meditation of love. Listen to self-love music. They have tons of it on YouTube. This is a day to provide some of that time, to give yourself some me time and Me-Tox. I love that phrase. And this is a 12. 39 equals a 12, which breaks down to a 3. So it's birth, death, rebirth, but it's also igniting that creativity and that abundance within you both. So yeah, she's got, wow, she's even got crystals around her. She's calling in the frequencies. I don't know if you can see this. There's a crystal in the bubble here. There's crystals floating. There's crystals around the tub. Some crystals you can put in the tub with you, and have them detox or have them put out their energy as you take a bath. But this is really nurturing and loving yourselves today and your person. That's going to boost and help your overall connection. And then we have lost compass. So this is, part of this journey is about getting back to integrity. It's about getting back to your authentic self. Your authentic self is love and light. You've always been love and light. But there's things throughout our life from little on that get piled on top of it. And so we've been working to unpeel the layers to really get back to that authentic self and the integrity, with the, I don't know if you've ever read the 4 Agreements, but it talks about, how your thoughts, words, and actions, your words and actions, need to align it in order to be integral. And, so what you're saying has to match what you're doing. And so it's getting back to that authentic, integral self of your love and light. And look at the love coming off of this, and it's, this lost compass. It's saying that, there was a time in your life where you may have felt very lost. And it's during the times, where we do feel lost that, to seek out, to seek God, to seek spirit, to connect with spirit, because that helps us bring in, the luck. It helps us bring in the repairing of our heart and soul back to our authentic, our integral self. And we all have it. It's all there. It's always been there. It's just peeling back the layers just like an onion. So, I feel like the message with this card is connecting with spirit in times where we're lost, because that's going to help us get back to the direction that we feel. And, it also could be the message. This is what else I'm getting, that it's not that you're lost. There's times where you may feel lost, but you're actually on the right path. So it's discerning, are you really lost? What are the signs and synchronicities you're getting from spirit? Spirit's going to let you know when you're on the right path. They're going to let you know, they're giving you signs and synchronicities every day. And so pay attention. There's little there's little tiny birds floating around out here. But this is paying attention to the signs and synchronicities, because Spirit's going to let you know when you're on the right path. And even though you may feel like you're lost, and they're going to let you know when, you need to make a different choice. So it's looking for the signs and synchron, asking, thank you, angels and guides and higher self of the light, thank you so much for bringing me all the abundant signs and synchronicities to guide me. And then we have Eye of the Needle, intentionality. I love this card. It's a 17, which equals 8, abundance. So this is, this is putting out there our intention, and setting our intention. And a lot of times, it's great to set it right away in the morning before our feet even touch the bed or touch the floor, because it's a great time because it sets us up for the entire day. But it's also good to say our intentions through gratitude throughout the day. I am grateful. Thank you so much. I am grateful and joyous for the abundance of, and adding what it is that your intention is for the abundance of divine guidance, protection, intervention, and inspiration, but this is saying, use that focus of your, third eye, use that focus to really set your intention, and, set it for the day, throughout the day, continue saying it throughout the day, because when you focus on what you want, that's setting your intentionality. That is, being very specific with the universe, what you want, okay? And it's then surrendering it and letting the universe co-create with you, okay? So 17 and 8, abundance coming in. So be intentional about what it is that you want. Focus on what it is that you want. And this is a number, so we have 8. Oh, we have 88 in the cards today. And this is 9, lost in space, needing direction. So there may be times on this journey where, you, like I said, with the compass, where you may feel lost and you may feel like you need direction. But I feel that what this means is that needing direction, when we feel lost, it's important to connect with the divine. It's like I said for the compass card, when we feel lost on this journey, it's important to stop, to quiet ourselves and connect with the divine, because that is where we are going to get we're going to get direction. And sometimes we're meant, I want to make this very clear, there's sometimes we think we have to do on this journey, but there's times where Spirit wants us to pull back, and they want us to sit in stillness, because when we slow down to speed up. So when we slow down, when we go into stillness, our power grows. So it's opposite of what we've been taught to do. When we go into stillness, our power grows, our direction grows, and it's when we come out of this that we know, what we're meant to do, what direction, what step we're meant to take. So there's times where we need to surrender and sit in that stillness and surrender, not the need to know at that moment, at this moment. So it's surrendering the need to know, and it's sitting in that stillness to build your power. Look at the crown chakra igniting. in order to move forward. So I hope I explained that well, and I just know that from experience. So it's really listening to your guidance. But this is what I'm getting from this card, is that that's important today. And this is a 9. So 9 is the ending of a cycle. And that's really important then to provide some stillness for yourself and sit in that stillness, that peace, shutting off the mind and allowing your power to grow so that you can take that next step, surrendering everything in that stillness. All right, so those are the messages for the journey. Wow, I feel like it's intense today. Lots about, if you're feeling lost, connecting within, and wow, and that's going to help your power grow. And also me-toxing time, nurturing of yourself. And all of this is creating change in the connection and bringing the connection together. So really beautiful message cards that they put together. And there's spirit guidance about that. When you feel like you're lost, go within and sit in that stillness. Connect with spirit. Okay, so what is the message? Who is the light keeper with you and your person today? That one? Any other? Who's the light keeper with you and your person today? Because I feel like there's a lot of mirrored energy. Oh, you're going to just, you're not going to believe this. What came out is, and I feel this, Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. So even more, and release any fear, because I just had a burp. So that means you're going to be releasing fear from the heart. But this is, your heart is awakening right now. So you may feel like you're lost. You may feel like the unknown is all around you, and that's okay. It's guiding you to go within to heal, because you're having a heart awakening, and this is awaken to the acceptance and divine love and give and receive in balance. So this heart awakening is going to help you to expand your heart chakra, to receive more love, like the dragons always tell us. And, it's all this magenta energy around you. And it's, it is leading you to acceptance of where your connection is at right now and where you are at. And knowing that all is well, no matter where you're at, all is well, because there's a bigger plan. This is the card that you're not going to believe, the Miriam, Sacred Vision. This is the card of twins, twin flames. Wow. So this is saying that, you and your person can share visions through your third eye. I talked about this before. You may pick up a vision that they're having. They may pick up on a vision you're having. You may have shared visions, the same vision, could be you guys walking down the aisle together. I'm just saying that off the cuff. But it could be of you guys being intimate, So this is the twin card. This is sacred vision. And this is, the creating of the third energy between the two of you, you, your twin, and God. It's the deepening of your spiritual connection. And it says on the card, choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. So this is, you can use the Ho'oponopono prayer. You can write a letter and not send it, but, discard of it the way you want to. But the Ho'oponopono prayer is beautiful. I've said it before on the channel. It's, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. And saying that prayer really, especially when you look yourself in the eye and say it in a mirror, you're saying it. Imagine you're saying it to your person as you do this. But even putting out that intention, your person is going to feel it. And you can say this when you're walking, if you're biking, if you're dancing, whenever, you can say that little prayer. And it's so powerful to help release any unforgiveness. So those are the messages. I hope this helped, and I am wishing you such a blessed day, and namaste.